It's not my intention to be divisive, but if I am being honest, I have some core feelings towards white people that I probably need to work through. And as a person of color, I very much understand racism and prejudice and how it impacts a person. I grew up in the South. I grew up around white people calling me the N word. And it's not even just about what has happened in the South. When I look at this planet, sometimes, some time ago, I was trying to figure out how do we quantify how much has been lost. What Europeans, what white people have done is they came in and they got to put a pause, they got to put a stop on everything. And whatever they stopped, they said, this is where it now starts with us. And because of that, do you know how much we have lost? We can't even fathom how much has been lost. If we could even fathom a fraction of it, we would be weeping. Who was it that they said decided that the planets revolved around the sun? Was it Copernicus? There were people on the continent of Africa who understood the stars and timing before they said Copernicus did. There are things that we're starting to say, oh, we're telepathic, or we can read each other's minds, or we can't measure this thing, but it's just as real, it's just as credible. Do you know how much time has been lost? These things have been true for centuries. But because a certain demographic of people came in and said, we don't understand that, we're going to call you barbaric. And we're going to stick a pin in where we are today, and everything before today no longer existed, or we're going to call it barbaric, or we're going to start over from now. Do you know how much time has been lost in the scope of human history because a certain demographic of people came in and said, nope, toss that out? There are certain cultures in West Africa, when a woman is pregnant, elders will come and put their hand on the woman's belly, and they know the ancestor who is returning, they know the gender, and they know the purpose of that baby. Now what we're left with is you go to a doctor's office, they put a cold ass cream on your belly, and they print out a picture for you and say you're having a boy or a girl. Just like that entire experience is filtered down to nothingness, imagine how many other things in the world have been filtered down to nothingness because brute, violent people who did not have a spiritual connection came along and saw other people with a spiritual connection and said, nope, that's barbaric, that's not real, put an end to that. And now we're going to reinvent what is true. But their reinvention could never measure up to the realness of what people of color and our ancestors have known for so long. This isn't just Black people from the continent of Africa. This also includes Asians. This includes people in South America. So much has been lost. If we could measure it, if we could say, okay, if we could take back everything that has been taken away or lost, and we envisioned where humanity could be, and then we looked at where we are now, we would crash the fuck out.